High-risk investment. Trading on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Before deciding to trade, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. The possibility exists that you could sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment, and therefore you should not invest money that you cannot afford to lose. You should be aware of all the risks associated with trading and seek advice from an independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. Market opinions. Any opinions, news, research, analyses, prices, or other information contained on this video is provided as general market commentary and does not constitute investment advice. MasterTheMarkets will not accept liability for any loss or damage, including without limitation to any loss of profit, which may arise directly or indirectly from use of or reliance on such information.
Hi traders, welcome to our live trading workshop webinar today. So we got a lot in store for you. We got some live trades going on. It just happened. A lot of trades getting triggered. We got this gold trade at the moment, which is in alignment with our trend alignment tables over here. Currently just up a little bit, $402. Those of you on the Telegram channel, that signal would have come in on our exact entry and all of that. Target is for a very short target for 1 ATR based on just a 15-minute time frame. I'll go through this in a minute for you guys. And if you guys want to put another target that can be based on the 1 ATR number here on the 1 hour. Okay, so the close 3310, those of you want to take it a bit more longer, you can do it for 3310 minus 22. But for now, I'll just keep it at the 1 ATR number here. 3288 is what we can look for. 3303. We're just $2 away from there. But the second target, those of you who want to go a bit more larger, you can do that. Let me just put this one here. And what did I just say? 3288. Okay, 3288 would be a larger target. Right, traders. So these are the things we're going to be going through. So we're going to be going through some live trading positions at the moment. That's one, which is running at gold at the moment. The second thing also we'll be doing is our topic for today, which is based on too many rules, right, can affect your strategy robustness. So what do we do on that? And finally, we will then finish off with some Q&A as well. Okay, this and more in this live trading workshop webinar. Hi traders, welcome to our live trading workshop webinar today. I've explained the format and what we're going to be covering. It's still up on here, founder of MasterTheMarkets, Elite Traders Conference, and the Traders Open Day. So without further ado, so let me carry on to the traits that are appearing. Okay, so what are we taking a look at? I'm actually taking a look at and I'm keeping an eye on this. Okay, so I'm just getting all these buttons. Let me just get out of the start webinar. Okay, never mind. I think just leave it that one for now, or maybe I can just click on that. Is it? Will it go off? Okay, good. So on here, okay, that's fine. Great. So over here on the DAX, what I'm looking for traders is, I'm looking for something on the long side. I'm not really getting that today. It is more filling up the gap from yesterday. So let's take it step by step. Brent also I'm taking a look at for the short side over here. Let me just put this on tick bars so that you guys can see it more clearly. I am looking for actually a short trade on here. Now, what's the premise for all of this, and why also are we short on gold over here as well? Okay, so let's take a look at that as well. Over here, let me see. We have to just reload this one here yeah, so let me just reload that. And I think that should update over here. on the version. Now, let's take a look over here. Now, why are we taking this particular trade over here on gold based on this idea of it going to 3303 at the moment? Okay, so what is the whole premise for that? Now, what we do is, firstly, traders, we look at what we call the trend alignment, right? The trend alignment tables, which we've got over here, as you can see. And diagrammatically, for you guys just to take a look at, let me also show you on this screen here. Now, in terms of the signals, we are giving it to you through Trade Nation over here. Okay, Trade Nation is how we are giving you the signals at the moment through their signal DP at the moment. Okay, that's what we are looking at. Now, in terms of the trend alignments, let me show you diagrammatically, visually, what is the rationale behind this. So on the daily time frame, because we have quantified what a top and a bottom is, you can see over here that this is in an uptrend phase 1 at the moment. Okay, some of you might be thinking, okay, but it's an uptrend phase 1, why is Thiru taking it short? That doesn't make sense at all. Just hang on a minute and just let's put it all together, right? And as I've always mentioned, for different strategies, there are different objectives, okay? Right, so over here, we got an uptrend phase 1 here, right? On the 4-hour, over here, what do we have? So let's take a look over here. On the 4-hour, we got basically the uptrend phase 2, okay? So that's what I have mentioned over here, okay? So let's record it all down first before I start to explain and why we are taking this particular trade that is actually currently going on here on the Trade Nation broker account. Okay, so let's take a look now. So let's carry on. And over here, on the 4 hours uptrend phase 2, then on the 1-hour time frame, you can see that it's a downtrend phase 1 at the moment. Okay, downtrend phase 1. All right, downtrend phase 1. Right, that's what we got at the moment. Okay, so downtrend phase 1. So over here, then I go and fill that up as well. Right, so downtrend phase 1, it just turned into that. Before it was a downtrend phase 2. And on the 15-minute, let's take a look over here. On the 15-minute, what do we have at the moment? On the 15-minute, we have, let's take a look. On the 15-minute, we have basically a downtrend phase 1 as well. Okay, those of you, I know you have messaged me on, if you're taken it earlier on here, you would have got a 180 on the 15-minute and you would have come out of that and you have got your bingo, your target hit. For those of you who came in later, like ourselves, on the live trading webinar over here, what we did is we waited for this pullback, right, this retracement, but we know there's move left because we have measured the swing distances, which we have talked to you about in 7 steps to ctp.com. And I'll give you all the reference links at the moment. Then what we then do is we look for the entry for it to come back in again over here, and then taking a 180R number from that point onwards, okay? The 180R number, the good point is, it's at least, it is still in alignment with open equity from the 1 hour, okay? At least for $22. It's a bit dancing at the moment, so those of you who haven't got into the trade, if you believe in it and you understand it, then you can start to get into the trade at the moment, okay? So we'll wait on this for this volatility and a little bit of the sticking around this area of the last close at 3310, okay, is what we are looking at. Now, we came in a bit more earlier at this level here, right, at 3313. So let me put it here as well for you guys. It's on the other platform anyway. So let me just do it on the Trade Nation platform and let me put it all together, okay, so that you guys then understand it a bit more clearly. So let me do it over here as well. So 3313, right? So let me do that here. Let me do this. 3313. Right, so that's where we entered. And why did we enter over there? Because I wanted a break of that buying that happened, okay? And then I wanted to come back and then break that level, okay? That's what we did over there. And then what we also then do is we then put a stop loss for that last stop taking or the retracement bar at 333. So that would be, oops, what just happened there? Okay, maybe I did 3, nope. Right. Let me just quickly, I think I did something. Right, so this needs to be here, 3335. Let me quickly change that. That was not good. Okay, great. Right, so that's what happens when you move around too many things. So 3335, right, is where we got. Let me just put that, just bear with me for a moment. And then once we got all this in place, then we can start to put it all together. Just bear with me a little bit. Just a little bit. 3303. Okay. And there we go. So that's what we got here. Okay. Right, traders. So now, so we got that all visually here. So firstly, on the 15-minute, I'm waiting for that to break right after that retracement over there. And then after that, I'm taking a 1 ATR number from that break to go down. Now, usually we don't do this. We usually take it from the close of the bar, which most of you have done anyway. And those of you who've been understanding this strategy and methodology. But what we are doing at the moment is we are using the support of the higher time frame of the 1 hour confirmation bar. Okay. And from here, even if I take 1 ATR, that target will be here, 3288. But I'm just taking it for a smaller one based on the 15-minute time frame. Okay. So let's see how that one goes in terms of that. Now we'll wait and see. Now, in terms of the trend alignment, just to finish up my train of thought so that you guys understand what we're doing here. So over here, what we do is we take a look at two things. One is trend alignment. The other thing is the stretch. So over here, let me just draw this out for you. Now, on the daily, now those of you just, I'm getting some questions and all that. Those of you saying that, you want to understand a little bit more on this, some of the terminologies you're not really getting at, what I would highly recommend is, traders, go on to here on our YouTube channel, okay? And youtube.com/masterthemarkets. And over there, once you click the subscribe button, click the all bell icon, okay? Click the all bell icon. Once you've done that, every time we go live, you will get notifications sent to your phone. Now, two things I'll tell you all to look at. One is the stretch principle videos, which I'm going to be talking a little bit about right now. And then the other one, what I would also mention is take a look at this trend alignment tables over here under the live section. Okay, the boys have all put that all together nicely. Under the live section here, look at this video called the trend alignment tables. Okay, and if you enjoy it, of course, smash the like button. Right, so this one here, how to set up trend alignment tables, right? So we got that one. And also another thing what will definitely help you massively is 7 steps to CTP.com. I mentioned this just now, is the video series, right? Once you put your name, email, and number, click on I'm not a robot, and then click on the green button, then you'll get the 7 videos sent to your inbox. And I highly recommend it. Over 15 years of collected research. This was the same thing that we spoke about at the STA, the Society of Technical Analysis. And then after that, they invited us to come and do their lecture for their diploma students. Those of you who want to get onto that course, it's on automation trading systems, which I'm going to be lecturing on. And those of you who want to come onto that, you can check the email. There will be some details on how to get on board. Now, coming back onto here in terms of gold over here. So if you take a look now, slowly getting to our target, let's see how that goes. That's not the point. But the point is, how do we reproduce this results. What are we doing? You must understand it, right? So over here, as you can see, across 3 time frames at least, we got trend and direction alignment. What do I mean? So let me explain. So over here, I got an uptrend phase 1, okay, on the daily time frame, right? Okay, this is what I'm doing over here. So if you take a look over here, this is what I'm putting together, right? According to our quantification, you see, this is uptrend phase 1. This is why it's very important to quantify your tops and bottoms. Okay, that's what we have done with the help of the quant traders who gave us the formulas and started this work back in the 1970s. So this is your uptrend phase 1 at the moment. After that, if you take a look then at the 4-hour, I'll quickly just keep an eye also on the DAX over here. Let me actually keep an eye on the DAX, right? If that confirms, then we can get along as well. So let me keep an eye on that one as well. But in terms of this, so you can see that in terms of this one here, right? At the moment, you can see that over here on the 4-hour, that's an uptrend phase 2 at the moment, okay? So if I were to draw all that together for you guys, and then we can put it onto here. So over here, so we got an uptrend phase 1, then we got an uptrend phase 2, where the top has been confirmed, right? On the 4-hour, okay? So this is a direction towards the down, but it's still an uptrend phase 2, so you just got to be wary of that. On the 1-hour, it is showing a downtrend phase 1 because this phase 2 on the 4-hour is what is showing like this on the 1-hour, okay? And on the 15-minute, I'm also getting a downtrend phase 1, okay? This is what we are getting over here. This is what it all means over here, okay? So over here, now you can see on the 1-hour, right? That's what it's doing, right? So if I draw a line diagram, it looks like that, just exactly what I drew for you guys, right? So if you can correlate that across time frames, just for you all to understand this phase 2 that you're getting over here, right, is what is basically is coming as a downtrend phase 1 over here on the 1-hour. You can see live in real time, we just hit the target over there on gold, right? Just up a little bit. So if you can account 1,000, right? That's what we have done over here. Okay, you just hit that gold trade. How long did it take us on that one? That was near to 2 o'clock, just before we got in over here. 20 minutes, we did that. And this is on this methodology. Okay, now I just want to make it very clear for you guys that it is not about the trades hitting the target. It's about understanding what is the logic behind the strategy, what is the edge behind the strategy that will then make it sustainable, scalable, and reproducible, right? This is what gives us the conviction. And traders, you have seen some of our webinars where the trade will go against us, but we still hold it. Now, why is all of that? That is, we have explained all of that in the previous webinars, right? Because we know the stats and the numbers, okay? That's why we keep holding on. And we know our MAE numbers as well, okay? Maximum adverse excursion. These are the main ones that you got to understand. Now, so coming back into here again. So to finish my train of thought, so come back to here. Now you understand how I'm getting all of this, right? And the first basis for this is the top and bottom confirmation. And we got that using the smart money indicator. Now, also remember that we also use volume confirmation. I didn't get the time to go through that. This is by Gavin and his team over there that have done that. Trade Guider, we go live with them tomorrow. And I look at the VSA light as well on the red side, and also the volume that was supporting this move when it moved across the second moving average. When everything then aligns, then we get a very powerful trade which have been confirmed by both our clients, okay, at the MTM as well as Trade Guider. Right. So that's how we actually took this particular trade. Now, a couple of things to put together. So let me finish this. And then let me cement this ideologies to you guys. So over here, let me finish drawing this. I know I get carried away. Uptrend phase 1, that's your daily. Okay. Now, because of that 2 seller bars, if you noticed, right, on the daily, which is on gold. So I'll put everything together now. Now on the 4-hour, okay, that 2 seller bars, right, on the daily, okay. See, this 2 seller bars on the daily, right, is what is creating the uptrend phase 2 on the 4-hour, you see, right, that retracement move, okay. So those of you who are getting it, that's good. So let me then push forward very quickly. So let me bring up this one again. So on the 4-hour, so you can see that this is an uptrend phase 2, okay. Now on the 1-hour, okay, this is coming as a downtrend phase 1, okay. And then on the 15-minute, it's also a downtrend phase 1 as well, okay. Right, so that's what we are getting. So downtrend phase 1, downtrend phase 1, this is an uptrend phase 2, and this is an uptrend phase 1. Okay, good. So now we got it all diagrammatically, visually clear in front of you, yeah? So now let's put this all together. Now the first thing what we look at is trend alignment. Now, however, on both these time frames, on the daily and the 4, we got an uptrend, right? Uptrend. Ignore the phase 1 and phase 2 for a moment. And then on these 2 time frames, we got a downtrend. So 2 lower time frames are saying downtrend, but 2 higher time frames are saying uptrend. So we got a little bit of conflict, isn't it? That's when we go to the next step. We look at direction alignment. Now, direction alignment over here, the phase 2, which is, even though it's an uptrend, but then it's going against the trend, isn't it? That's why it's a phase 2, right? When it's going in alignment with the trend, it's phase 1. So it always keeps reverting, phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2. Don't confuse this with Elliott waves. It's not like that. I'm just keeping it very simple, phase 1, phase 2, okay? In alignment with the trend is phase 1. In the uptrend, bottom to top is your phase 1. Top to bottom move is your phase 2. Now, however, in direction alignment, look at that. Even though it's an uptrend, but the phase 2, top to bottom, that's a down direction, okay. Over here on a downtrend phase 1, that's also on the downside, and here on a downtrend phase 1, here's on downside. Bingo, except for the daily, it's on the upside. At least I got 3 time frames correlation. That is the perfect kind of setup that I want. Now, not only do I just take a trade just based on that, okay, I also do take a look at in terms of the stretch principle, which I gave you a reference to look at. And I can see that the lower stretch was the latest one that it take out, okay? So if I go back to here again, if I take a look at this, if you see the lower stretch, right, was the last one it took out. It took out both stretches, yes. It took out the upside as well as the downside. But the latest one is what we look at, okay? And that was to the downside. Okay, so that's the second thing we look at. So coming back to here. So not only we take a look at trend alignment, we take a look at the stretch as well, which direction of the stretch did it break? It did break both, but the lowest was the latest one. Then we take a look at one more. Was the ATR range fulfilled? Okay, so in this case, if you take a look over here, on the daily is where I get the range from. And what you're taking a look at over here, traders, look at the range of each day, okay? Right, that's what we are looking at, the range of each day. So in terms of this, the ATR, right, average range for the last 10 days, and those of you who want to really understand this, some of you not sure terminologies or whatever, look through 7 steps first, and then if you want, then come on to Traders Basecamp as well, package, right? That will go through everything, all of this, and put together, because there's a lot of components in trading, it's not as simple as what it's shown out there online, and that's what me and Gavin, we always tell you guys as well. So over here, you can see that average true range, right, over here, I'm reading this from here, right? Okay, so you can read this from here. Let me put my cursor on there. That is $78. Okay, that's the average range. Okay, is what we are seeing. Okay, and we usually look for a 0.8 of that. Let's just say 80, $64. Today, the range had already did $94 already. When we took the trade in real time, as you all saw, it already had done a range of $94. Okay, so it already done its range. Okay, actually, a probability actually increases when the range hasn't been done yet. Okay, just like the DAX. Now, talking about the DAX, just bear with me one moment. It still hasn't confirmed that bottom yet, so not taking a trade on that one. So I'll come back to here again. Right, so on the gold, so you can see that on the range, okay, it had done it. So some of you might be arguing and saying, "Dude, that's a bit confusing then. It's already done its range. Why did you then take a trade on this?" Now, that is strategy number two. So strategy number one, we take it towards the range. Strategy number two, if the range has been fulfilled or not yet, what we then do, we trade it towards the close. Okay, that's what we're doing here. Okay. That's what we're doing. So we're trading it towards the close. That means I'm trading between, basically, take a look at this, right? If I go to open, actually, let me use the same color as this, so it's same reference. So you've got to open here. It came up, came back down. The close is not set in stone yet because the day hasn't closed yet, isn't it? So I'm playing actually on the lower time frames, I'm playing on the close. Okay, that's all I'm doing, traders. Okay, so over here, all I'm saying is because it came back down again and the cycles were all in alignment, which I'm going to put together in a moment. That's why we took this particular trade. So let's go through the last part again, and let me put it all together. So you understood trend alignment and direction alignment. Okay, trend alignment and direction alignment you understood, yeah? And then you understood the stretch because you took out the lower stretch. Those of you who don't understand that, as I said, go on our YouTube channel, look at the stretch principle videos. And then also you can take a look at the range as well, okay? Now, in this particular strategy, strategy number two, even though the range has been formed to the downside, the bigger range from open, what we have is a couple of things, okay, which has been ticked off. There is direction alignment across 3 time frames, okay? Even though not trend alignment, but 3 time frames direction alignment. That's good. The stretch is an alignment to us. Good, tick. And the last one, what we have is the final thing to enter the trade. I need a confirmation bar because the confirmation bar is where we will get the final precise entry point. So if I go back to here, if I take a look at this, right, it's going towards our second target as well. You can see, right, over here, 3288. Those of you who are still carrying on with it, that's very good. I've just taken it out at 180 on. Now, coming back to this, on the confirmation bar, you see, the confirmation bar is where the close happens. On the 15-minute, you got it a bit more earlier over here, right? On this close of this bar here, I'm looking at the spot. On this close over here is what you got it. And then over here, from here, you can do the 180R. Okay? But however, we did miss that one there. So we then take the after the pullback, and then we came back again at the support line breaking and also the 1 hour confirming. So I'm using now the 1 hour open equity data leverage to help me push it towards just the 180R target from the break of that support. That was the whole premise of this trade, okay? After I've got all of these alignments, direction alignment, stretch alignment, and I got the confirmation bar confirmation, and at least on the 1 hour, but I didn't take the 1 hour ATR. I took a smaller target, which was here at 3303, which you saw over here, okay, which it has hit. Those of you who want to ride it a bit more longer, you can definitely do that, and which is towards this one here at 3288. Now, if it does do that, then what's going to happen is its range is going to extend even further and take out its current low and break its range. At the current moment, with its momentum and its volume, I think highly probably it could do that. Those of you who are riding it towards a larger target, you can definitely do it. I didn't get the time to put the second target, but those of you who are observing it, you can definitely take a look at that. Right, so that's that one there. On gold, let me just take a look on the volume. Volume is also increasing towards that. That's how we came into this particular trade over here. Okay, good. So hopefully you guys understand it much more clearer now. Those of you following us for quite some time and all our clients on different LTM Advanced program and all that, I'm sure you guys are understanding it, what we're doing over here. Those of you who still don't understand it a little bit, need a bit more brush up and all of that, 7stepsctp.com is the first step. And then you also get onto our email list as well. Then you can also see future updates and future places what we are talking and events that's happening. The other thing also is our YouTube channel, okay? youtube.com/MasterTheMarkets. Any questions, of course, please do put it onto the YouTube channel and the boys will then post it over to me over here, which I can answer for you guys. And also on our home channel, as I said, definitely do take a look at the stretch principle over here. Okay, this one over here. This is the videos you got to be taking a look at. And then once you hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit the all bell icon so that you know when we go live. Okay, tomorrow we'll go live on Trade Guiders channel where we will be doing both price and volume. Right, traders. So that's good. I've covered this one here. I'll keep an eye on the DAX because you see on the DAX is doing the same thing. Now I can brush through that. I've given you a rough idea on this. I'm seeing an entry bias of long, range hasn't been formed, upper stretch being taken out. And I am seeing 3 time frame direction alignment. The only thing I need though is not only trend alignment, I'm getting 3 trend alignment, but not direction alignment as of now, okay? So I just need that to confirm. So what do I mean? If I go on to the DAX, and I'll go on to the topic for today, which will nicely blend in. So you see over here, I need a confirmation bar to come in, okay? I need a dot, and that's where the start of the race will begin. So those of you guys who know us and been following us for some time, you know that we are very big into open equity or open profit. How much move is left, okay? In the last event that I spoke at in the IX Trader Show in the Grand Connaught Rooms, I spoke a lot about this because your exits are where your profit is realized, okay? And over here, what we have done here, which is unique to us and which why we our credibility and our invitations are so many to different places is because we have quantified how much move is left. Okay, you see over here on the open equity tables over here, which you can see over here, right? You can see if I take it to a 180R target, that's a 67% chance of it getting there, right? And as I say, if to understand all of this, get to 7stepsctp.com, okay? That's the one over here. So coming back to here, this actually is setting up as well, but this has formed its range actually, so I will leave that for now. And that's another thing as well. We were looking to expand our trading team, more traders as well. So those of you guys are liking all of this, definitely get in touch with us, especially our existing clients who understand the methodology. Right, so on here, let me just quickly take a look at the daily time frame. Yeah, this is pulling up, isn't it? Just a little bit more to go. This is not my best favorite setups because I'm taking it towards it making its range from the stretch. That's what I do not want. I usually prefer to trade it in alignment with the BRO. Now, in terms of that, I would say DAX is my best bet as of now. So if I take a look at the DAX over here, right, this is what I am going for, okay? ATR range is 799. You can read it from here, right? 799 at the moment. So 799, 80% of that, just say 800, right? 640. So bingo, you know, it's 308 points only is done. So there's more range to be done still. Bigger range as of now is towards the upside. I believe we will maintain that because we have aligned everything together in this table, right? That's what we have done here. So this is a downtrend phase 2 on the 4-hour, right? This is an uptrend phase 1, right? Which I've written here as well. Yeah. And then on the 1-hour, that's uptrend phase 2 at the moment, right? And then on the 15-minute, again, it's the same thing, uptrend phase 2 as well. Okay. So to see some kind of entry before we get into this is we need basically a 15-minute confirmation for me to get the direction alignment, which we might be getting right now. I think it's waking up a little bit, and there we go. I think some news probably came out, but I've got to wait. We can't take this. If it does break that one, I think we can take that over here. Oops. Right. We will do that. Buy by market. We might be a bit slow on that one. Yeah, we might be a bit slow on that one. That one just went, didn't it? Those of you who got it, that's okay. 21982. Let me do that now. Buy by market. There we go. And on the close, let me see if I can put that signal out there as well on the signal DP. And then I will give you all a signal. Buy, submit. Okay, good. So you should get that in my opening positions. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. And I'll put my, now to give you guys the trade, it's just another one that has come up, isn't it? It was good to be looking at that. So that one there, don't worry too much about this one here. On the, those of you who've not gone into the trade, that's fine. In terms of a 1 ATR breakout on the high, 61 points, isn't it? On the high, 21980 plus 61, 21980 plus your 61 points, 22041 is what we are looking at. 22041, it's already done that, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's already done that. We can either wait for the pullback and wait for the close before we do that, is what we can do. Okay, I'll wait and see how that one goes and whether it comes back or not. Stop loss should be for here, is what we should be looking at to protect ourselves for the last low, which is 21756. 21756. Right. So that's what we will be taking a look at. So now let me update that onto here, onto here. So the stop loss 21756 and the target. So those of you not got in, you can put a pending order at the moment. And the limit price, as we are saying over here, 22041, or you can wait for the confirmation bar to close in 5 minutes. And then after that, then we can start to take a look at that, okay? So 22041, we can just put it at there. If the close is, if the high is 21980, and the ATR is, let me take a look. Here is 38, isn't it? Here is 63. Let me see what I just did. This hasn't closed, right? So we'll just take it at 61. That's fine. 22041. But if I took it from before, that would be 40. High plus 40. 21980 plus 40. 21980 plus 40. 22020. This is a smaller target. Okay. is what I can go for. Good. So we got that one. We got both the targets in there. Good. So what we'll do, traders, now I'll put that forward across to you guys. 22020. That was the one from before, wasn't it? The second target that we can have is towards there, which is at 22041, right? At the close of this bar. And so now we'll just do it as 60. We'll take it as 60 high, 21980. I think for now I'll just put it for a very small target. 22020 is what I'll do. And I'll submit that through. So you'll get that update. So just bear with me a moment. So that's on the DAX over here. This is why you just always got to be on guard over here. Anything can happen in the market. So over here, let me just do that very quickly. So over here, what we need to do is, right, so on this particular trade, 21756, and the target is going to be for 22020, okay? And that's what I'm going to be doing. Just going to look for a very small target. Those of you who want to carry on with that a bit more longer, you can do that as well, okay? So that's that one there. I've put in all my stop loss and my target in here, okay? Okay, good. So we'll see, wait and see how this one carries on. Good volume there. We've been waiting for this for quite a bit over here. Let's see if the next bar then closes further above as well, okay? 22020 is what I'm looking at. I'll just put it over here as well. And we will come back to this later. Okay, good. So we got everything all locked in now. And this is what we got. So now on this. Okay. Now let me go through today's topic, and then I know we're going a little bit above time already. So today's topic is based on too many rules can affect strategy robustness. What do I mean by that? Okay. What do I mean? Now, I know a lot of you, and I've done this mistake before as well, traders, right? Is when we first get into trading and into a strategy, firstly, our lot of focus is actually on entry, right? It's a lot on entry, okay? And a lot of us, we want to get the entry exactly right and precise, okay? But you got to go a bit more deeper and slowly think on this, okay? So to get the entry right, so I'll take it step by step. So to get the entry right, sometimes you might start off with two rules, right? Then you may say that, oh no, you know what, it just entered me, coming against me. Oh gosh, you know, I don't want to be in this trade. Let me get out. And then you think that your entry is actually wrong. So then you go back again, you tweak your entry, or some of you might just run after another strategy even, right? So then you add on and add on rules to it. And then finally you got about 7 to 10 rules on your entry, okay? And then after you've done that, then you think, you know what, yay, you know what, I perfected the entry. You know, every time when I'm going to enter, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be sweet. That when I enter on it, then it's going to shoot up to my target, okay? Just like in the expecting gold and DAX to do that, right? So not always all the time the case, right? So for here, you see, look, even though we did enter on here, actually, to be honest, we should have been much more faster. Actually, we would have got up by now, but it's fine. It has confirmed it as of now at this close over here. In fact, then after that, you can still have to wait through, okay? In this case, in a live case scenario, you're not seeing immediate carry through, are you? We're just not seeing that, traders, right? We're just not seeing that. So is my entry wrong? You know, or is my entry right? Or should I wait? You know, should I wait through all of this? And am I doing the right thing? So all these questions will come to you. And before, even on DAX, when you've taken the trades on DAX before, you would have also seen that as well. You know, it sometimes comes against you so close, and then it reverses back to our target. One of the most epic ones that we did was on gold, right? Where it missed our stop by 23 cents, right? And we published this live as well. So if you go on our YouTube channel, I just remembered this. I believe it's on the video section over here. And this one should be over here. I think you see, look at this. This was a really gripping moment. We did it with Trade Guider as well. You can take a look at that. Gold came close to stopping us out. So why am I talking about all of this? The reason is very simple, right? The reason is very simple because when I'm taking a look at all of this, it's based on this first thing. How many rules should I put? If I put so many rules to it, you will start to see that you won't get that many trades. And then some of the trades that you're not entering will then start to shoot up to your target. And then you may think that you're missing out, that the fear of missing out happens, right? Then, but however, if you got only 2 or 3 rules, then you start to see this happen. Sometimes it goes against you, you know, doesn't go straight to your target, comes back against you. So how do you handle this, right? The first thing what I'll tell you is, traders, the trick is not in the entry rules. The trick is not in the entry rules. That's not the end all be all. It's like saying all you need is the engine in the car to drive it. That's not true. We all know that. You need the combination, don't you? You need the brake, you need the accelerator, you need the steering wheel, you need all of that, right? Then only you can drive the car. So likewise over here, traders, okay? Likewise over here. So the end all be all is not on the entry. So don't give too much attention to the entry. So now, the second thing, what I would say you should be really focusing on is the 5 components of a strategy, okay? But let me finish off with this on the entry rules, yeah? So the entry rules, what we've done from a lot of testing is, maximum you should have is what we call 4 criteria or 4 degree of freedom. That's the right terminology. 4 degree of freedom. 4 criteria maximum. Ideally, you can have 3 even, because if you do more than that, it will affect the strategy robustness. Okay, you might miss trades, some years you might not be good, some months might not be good. You just affect the robustness of the strategy. Okay, it won't reproduce as well because you are making it too perfect, and then you just miss trades. Okay, that won't reproduce. So you need 4 degrees of freedom maximum, 4 criteria. That's what I would say on entry. After that, then what you then do is you go on to your stop loss rules management. And the stop loss, firstly, got to divide into initial stop loss and trailing stop loss. For your initial stop loss, you need to really pay attention to what we call the MAE number, okay? The maximum adverse excursion. Now, how much does it go against you before going to your target? This is what you are looking at, all right? This is what you're really looking at, okay? So that's what we should be looking at on how much does it go against you before it goes to your target. Now over here at MTM, we have already done all of that over here. So if you take a look over here on the MAE number, you can see all the numbers over here, what we have done. You can take a look, okay, on over here, right? And then it will turn around to the MAE in a moment. And you can see, if I put my stop loss at about 1.75 ATR away, I won't get stopped out 95% of the time. That's what you need to know, okay? Right, so in combination now, of course, that will improve, but that's a rough idea. With the smart money framework, you will understand all of that and you will get all of that. Trailing stop loss, what to do in between, that's also you need to be defined as well. And then finally, you need to write your exit rules. Exit rules are so important because that's where your profit or loss is realized, okay? Profit or loss is realized. So if I go back to here, I can use my OE numbers here, and that's how we are doing all of these trades on the gold, which hit the target, right? On 1 ATR and all that and so forth. So over here on DAX, we are running that as well. A little bit in unrealized loss, but look at this. In real time, what you've seen also is Look, it hit through our second target as well on gold. Look at that. In real time, right? From the 1 hour ATR. That's why you need to know your swing distances, right? How much do they go to? Because what gives us the conviction to do all this in real time? Because when you take a look at my OE number here, right? And once you understand this, a lot of our clients in Germany, in US, in Uruguay, so many traders have told us that after I understand this, you know what, Tiro, I have just binned most of the indicators that I use because this is so systematic and logical. If you take a look over here, traders, if I then do this, I need to just put the greater than or equal to sign, which it has done. You can see that 1 ATR, and it will get there about 64% of the time. Let me actually, let me close this one. I can give you the P1 data as well, because recently we just upgraded the indicator. Those of you who are already our existing clients, you can get the free upgrade. Just look out for your email where you can just help us a little bit and we can give you that free upgrade, okay? Because we really want to get the truth out there, because it's such a systematic and logical way of taking a look at the markets, and that's what all our clients are telling us as well. Like, Tio, you really got to get this out there to the people, because it will really help them a lot. Right, so this is just uploading here. There we go. And then over here, if I do this and just OE, and I just want the P1 data only, and if I do ATR, there we go. That's it. Let's see how this one performs. And then it'll come up with a stats table for now. On the DAX, I just want to double check. On the ATR, it is 63, isn't it? So on the close, 21893, just as that one is uploading, I just want to take a look at something. Let's take a look at this. This is 63. Even if I say 60, 21893, this is why we should have waited for the close. But anyway, 21893 plus 60, isn't it? 21893 plus 63, right? Plus 63. 21956. That's your next one you can take a look at. I will put this trade on as well. From the close here, that's what we are taking a look at, okay? Oops. Oh, what did I just do? Okay, good. That's why we got to be careful here. Right, so let me just do that very quickly. This is on the blue. Then I'll finish up our train of thought on the other one there. So here, 21893 on the close, yeah, is what I'm looking for. It's a bit of a dance happening here, isn't it? On the DAX. And 21893 stop loss can remain where it is at 21755, 21756 even. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just give a little bit of a spread on that one. Yeah, buying towards the selling, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. And then after that, from the close, 21893 plus the 63, right? 180 on 21956. Okay. Right. Let me do one more. 21,956. Okay, so that's where it should be actually, and towards that particular target. Now on the 1 hour, do we have a confirmation? Yeah, that's a good one also over here. So if it does confirm from there, then we can take a 114 number over here, okay, which will go towards both of them. Okay, good. So I think we got most of it. Right. Let me see if we can get this through as a signal for you guys. Let me see if it does. So 21,893. Okay. Let me see. On this should have been how it was. It's just that it just shot up a little bit. We just missed it. Should have held back a little bit, but it's fine. It's the better of us. 21. What did I just say? So let me just write that down. It'll be more easier rather than 21,893 and then 21,756 and then target for 21,956. Okay, is what we are looking out for. Those of you got in, that's good. Coming back to here, so 21,893 and the price 21,756, 21,956. Okay, so that's what we're looking out for, and I'll send this through as well. Okay, those of you who are on our Telegram channel, you will get that full details over there. Okay, so 21,893, 21,756, and 21,956. Okay, that's all correct. And we are looking towards the buy side, what we are looking for. Okay, okay, good. So we got all of that. Now to wrap up, traders, on our trades for today. So let me just bring this up. Okay, I've got all of that. Let's see if we do get a fill. You will see that as well. In fact, I think I'll do it over here also. I think I've got that on the Telegram. Let's find out what tell us. Right, so now coming back onto here. So to wrap up, I know we got only a few minutes and overrunning a little bit over here. So over here, I'm coming back to here right now. So let me see. If I come back onto here, that's good. I've got it. Right, so on the exit, so now on the exit, you've seen how I'm using the OE data, right? Which is what I was just showing it to you guys, right? Just now over here on the gold or on GBP USD, right? On the 1 ATR, you can see, yeah? It gets that 66% of the time. That's how we got these things on the gold as well, okay? Over here on Trade Nation data over there is what we are trading on. And you can see over here on gold as well, when I take a look at the ATR number, if I show the stats chart, and then it will show that to you also. Now, why is that important? I'm telling you so that you don't focus so much on just the entry rules alone, okay, and look to get it perfect. What you also need to have in place is your stop loss and your target rules as well, okay? And the exit rules, you can get that with the help of the data, okay, with the help of the data. So let me just put that one more time. Sometimes it takes a bit to load, but then you can get it. But the tables will look very similar to this one here, okay, the OE and then the MAE as well, okay? So that's what we are looking at. So traders, I think that's it. As a wrap up, what I will say is, don't just keep focusing just on the entry rules only, okay? Let me just see if I can do this for you guys. If I can show it to you, but I guess you guys get the idea. You can always take a look at 7 steps CTP also. In any case, what I'm taking a look at over here is just don't take a look at the entry rules just alone, because then it will affect the robustness of your strategy. You will start to miss signals. You won't get it. Too much perfection won't. Then your initial stop loss also have your MAE numbers for your ISL and TSL, which is what we've done on the DAX. And then your exit numbers as well, okay? Which is what you can get from the OE table, which is how we took the trade on gold in the beginning. And we got $1,000 profit, as you saw on the 1 ATR, which is 66% of the time it will get there. That's how we got that trade over there, okay? So all that, and then eventually, once you've written all that, I tell you, if I want to give you one holy grail, what would that be? It's consistency, okay? Consistency. After you've written your rules, you have to execute it consistently, okay? That's how the true edge of the strategy will come to play itself out. All right. Okay, traders, I guess quite a lot that we went through. So just as a recap, we took at live trading positions. So we took one gold, right, hit target very fast in about 20-30 minutes. DAX, we are currently running it as well, a bit hippy choppy, but we'll wait through it because we believe in the numbers. And then after that, we then took a look at the our topic for today, which was on too many rules can affect your strategy robustness. And in terms of questions, I think I've covered most of them, which was the main things that were coming up were, where do I find out more about all of this, okay? And where you can find out more about all of this, as I mentioned, 7stepsctp.com, name, email, number. If you want to get live trading updates, click on that. Not robot, then after that you get the 7 videos being sent to you, okay? I guess, traders, that's pretty much that from me. I will keep an eye on the DAX, see how that goes. It's a bit dancing at the moment. I think we did get the trade fill also on our Telegram channel over here, if we can see that. Yeah, I think maybe it just came a bit near. Those of you who got filled, that's great. Going towards our first target over there. Did it hit it? Nope, 2 points away. So we'll wait and see on this target here, 21956, if it does get there. And then our second target is at 22020. So we'll wait and see on how that all performs. Great trading day today. A lot of action, a lot of positions. But most importantly, you know, we're not here just to give you the fish, but also to teach you how to learn how to fish is very important, right? So please do go through these videos and recordings. We've put a lot of effort into it, and see how you can use these principles to apply it in your own strategy. Okay, that's the most important thing, to make it sustainable, scalable, and reproducible. Traders, that's pretty much that for me. If you've got any further questions, always email us at clientservice@masterthemarkets.net. Other than that, that's a wrap for today. And as we always say till the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master. Take care and bye for now.